Welcome to the Natural Health Matters podcast, where it's all about maximizing your health potential so that you can pursue the abundant life more effectively. I'm your host, David Sandstrom, naturopathic doctor and biblical health coach, and this is episode number 74. I want to give you, the Natural Nation, an update on the future of the Natural Health Matters podcast. I'm going to be taking a brief break. Now, I'm coming back after the new year, and I'm going to come back better than ever. And I want you to know this is not a pod fade. A pod fade is when someone wants to start a podcast and they have no idea how much work it takes. And after about 5, 6, 7 episodes or so, they start to reduce the frequency of their episodes. And then after a few short weeks, they just kind of fall off the radar and they don't post anymore. This is not a pod fade. I'm very committed to this. I love doing this. This is a labor of love for me. I've produced one show per week for the last year and a half. There's currently 73 episodes out there, and I'm very committed, and I will be back. There's currently 73 episodes out there, and I will be back, and when I come back, the show is going to be better than ever. What I would encourage anyone to do is during the break, go back and listen to some of those old episodes. There's some really good stuff on there. When this latest episode goes live, it's going to be the Monday after Thanksgiving. So I'm going to take some time to enjoy the holidays and spend some time with my family. And if you're listening to this in the future, you'll be like a time traveler, and the next episode will be right there waiting for you. There won't be any gap. This episode is going live November 29th, 2021. So if you're a current listener, you're going to have to wait a few weeks before there's any new episodes posted. But trust me, it'll be worth the wait. I'm investing in some significant upgrades to the show. Now, it's all me here, folks. I do not have a team behind me. I'm a solopreneur, and I do all of this. Everything that goes into producing this show is done by me. I do the research, I find the guests, I do the recording, I do the editing, I produce the transcripts, I create the graphics, I do the free downloads that are available on each episode, I do all the website work, I produce the RSS feed. There's a lot that goes into producing a show, and it's just me. And frankly, I don't want to be overwhelmed with producing the show and creating all these upgrades. And I believe that the show would suffer, the quality of the show would suffer as a result. So that's one of the big reasons for the break. Now, there's something that's been missing from this podcast, and you might have noticed. It's a social media presence. So when I come back after the new year, I intend to be far more engaged on social media. And if you're going to have a social media presence, you've got to have video. So I'm working on producing video on the podcast moving forward. Now I've got to purchase some gear. I've got to purchase some software. I've got to learn that software. And when I resume, there's still going to be audio podcasts available. Right now, it's currently on a whole bunch of listening platforms. Of course, it's on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, Spotify, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Podbean, and Amazon Music and Audible. So you can still listen there. And of course, you can always go to my website if that's your preferred method of listening at davidsandstrom.com/the episode number. But when you get to the show notes page, you're going to notice something new. The audio podcast will still be there, but there's going to be a video version as well. And again, my intention is to be far more engaged on other social media platforms. I'm going to be on Facebook and Instagram, which will be my main focus, and possibly TikTok too. We'll have to see. And my handle for all my social media platforms is at David Sandstrom Health. By the way, if you do a Google search for David Sandstrom Health, the top 10 search results are all me. You'll find me there. So it's all one word, DavidSandstromHealth. David Sandstrom Health. You'll be able to find me on social media. I'm also planning on making some changes to the website. I want to make it easier to navigate and easier to find things. If you want to find an episode, the easiest way to do that is to go to davidsandstrom.com/the episode number. And if you're on the website and you want to use the search function, you can put the episode number inside of parentheses, and that'll take you to that episode. Or if you know the guest name, you can type in the guest name and the episode will come up as well. Another thing I'm planning on doing is I'm going to create some free online courses. Right now, my plan is to create a course on healthy eating and another course on boosting immune and creating a non-toxic home. Now, I love doing this, and I would do this for nothing, but in order to offset some of the costs associated with producing this podcast, and for the people that want to go deeper, I'm also going to create some paid courses going down the road. And here's something else that's really exciting that I'm working on. I want to get you, the Natural Nation, access to professional grade supplements at a discounted price. Now, my recommendation is when it comes to supplements, don't buy cheap. You don't want to buy your supplements at the drugstore. You don't want to go to a warehouse club or any of those places to find your supplements. Those products have harmful ingredients in them, and they're not manufactured in good facilities. I recommend buying quality supplements only. Now, if the supplement expense is an issue for you, I recommend buying quality supplements only and then taking them every other day as opposed to every day, and you'll be cutting your costs in half right there. You're far better off doing that than taking toxic substances with questionable ingredients and questionable manufacturing processes that could actually do you more harm than good. All your products should always be CGMP certified. That's Certified Good Manufacturing Practices. And they should be from professional source supplement manufacturers. And that's what I want to do for you. I want to get you access to professional grade supplements online. And it's going to be really exciting. So look for that in the future. Trust me, when the show comes back, it's going to be better than ever. So, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll see you in a few weeks. Be blessed.